Let me bring in now Bharat Pankania, who is the senior clinical lecturer at the University of Exeter Medical School. Bharat Pankania, great to chat to you again. I'm quite scared what you're going to tell me today, though. You think we have to cancel Christmas in 2020. Why? Oh, we're just trying to hear you,
Dr.
Bharat. We'll
Pankania,
try
are
and
you
get
on mute
you
at the
back.
moment?
Just bear with me 1 second.
My fault, sorry.
Do
My
that.
fault.
It's okay. We'll come to you now.
To your views, Bharat Pankania. Let's just test. Can you hear me now?
I can.
Oh, excellent. We can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah.
So, Bharat Pankania, I mean, say it isn't so. You want to cancel Christmas?
No, Dan, I don't want to do anything revolutionary like that. But what I want to do is save lives. And what I'm really keen to convey to our listeners is, please, you need to be careful. This is a human-to-human infection, and we are nearly there with the arrival of several vaccines. So my advice is, please, if you would have a low-profile Christmas in 2020, it will be dividend time in 2021. I don't want anyone to fall ill as a result of having a large gathering of friends and family. If you can avoid it and just ride the storm, good times are not far away.
Okay, so the government overnight has briefed a lot of newspapers, and the suggestion seems to be, Bharat Pankania, that perhaps 2 or 3 bubbles, so-called bubbles, would be able to join together for a short period over Christmas. We're literally talking about 3, 4, perhaps 5 days, up to 10 people being allowed to be together. From your clinical point of view, how dangerous is that?
Well, look, these bubbles, the trouble with the SARS-CoV-2 coronavirus is it doesn't appreciate Christmas or bubbles or gatherings. All it wants to do is infect you. So the bigger the bubble, the greater the risk. The more complex the bubble, meaning how many other people beyond the bubble that is meeting are you also meeting and interacting with? So the more complex the bubble, bigger the risk. Bigger the bubble, bigger the risk. So I take an empiric look at it and say, if I can keep my collection of people that I interact with to an absolute minimum, I'm in a safer place, especially if I have vulnerable people in the house. So if you are a household of very young people, nobody is ill, it's one thought. If you have grandparents, etc., you need to be extra cautious. That's the way I would approach it.
So isn't that then more about, rather than actually introducing any sort of draconian rules for Christmas, actually giving the public some advice and saying, look, here is the reality, here's the situation, make a decision that is best for your family, that factors in common sense, that factors in health, that factors in age?
Dan, I'm with you because we're a free country and we need to remain free. We don't really need somebody from up high to tell us how to lead our lives. But what should happen is good, clear, sincere advice. And my advice is, if you mingle with too many people and if your group is very complicated, meaning people in your group are also meeting lots of other people, you're making that complicated. So then, as long as you restrict your interactions with others, you will be in a safe place. That is all I would want to do.
And are there things that people could do within the house at Christmas time to remedy this? I mean, I'm thinking, for example, if you had grandparents, would it just be important to maybe not hug them, for example?
The trouble, Dan, is this is difficult because most people live in standard UK size houses and we come together to be together. And there is the element of it's cold, it's dark, we will be shutting our doors and windows, and there'll be lots of people in there. So one of the things you can really do, and it is a good thing to do, is have good ventilation in your house. All of you, before you get together, have a period of sequestration, meaning hide away and don't go to too many parties or anything. In other words, keep yourself clean. And then when you get together, you will be coming from having kept yourself clean, and you remain clean during that period, and you exercise things like ventilation, hand hygiene, and that will see you through. But be careful.
Okay, thank you. That is the clinical advice from Bharat Pankhania, the senior clinical lecturer at the University of Exeter Medical
Thank you so much, Dr.
School.
Pankhania. That was
Hearing
great.
that, has it
Thank
changed your
you.
position?
Good afternoon.
Has it
Thank
made
you.
you think
Good afternoon
actually
to you
maybe
too.
you will
Speak soon.
consider a more scaled back Christmas?
Bye.